it's Chloe again, and today's video is going to be a little bit different from the rest of them. We have decided to film a Q&A to answer all of your questions about the au pair program and my specific experience. Before we start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Activate that bell to remain up to date, and as always, use the comment section to leave your questions if something is still not clear. I would like to specify that we chose the most popular questions, the ones that were asked most often or that were a little bit more specific, so please don't be disappointed if we did not choose yours. All of the questions that I'm going to answer today were in fact asked by you on Instagram. If you don't already follow aupair.com on Instagram, you should, because this is in fact where we ask for suggestions for our future videos and where all of your questions are mostly answered. Now, you guys asked so many questions, so we will have to do this video in 2 parts. Let's start with the questions now. So, question number 1, is there an age limit to become an au pair? Yes, there is an age limit, and that does depend on your host country and nationality. Generally speaking, you do have to be between 18 to 30 years old, but in some countries like Austria and France, you can be an au pair from age 17 as long as you have your parents' approval. In some countries, the maximum age limit can be 27, 28 or 29, depending on your nationality. So be sure to check out the table on aupair.com's website to check if you fulfill the age requirements. Question number 2. I would like to know how to get started. Good question. Well, the first thing you need to do is head to aupair.com and take a look at the requirements to take part in the program. If you meet them, you can create a profile for free. While opening an account, you will be asked personal questions such as your nationality, what languages you speak, and your date of birth. You will also be asked questions regarding how you imagine your stay abroad. For example, what country you're looking to go to and how many kids you would like to take care of, etc. Once you're done with this first step, you can start looking for your host family immediately. Number 3. How many hours will I work as an au pair? This also depends on the host country's regulations and can differ if you're an EU or a non-EU citizen due to visa reasons. In most countries, you will work up to 30 hours per week. However, in some countries, the situation may be really different. In Austria, for example, you are only allowed to work up to 18 hours per week, and the salary is still quite high. While in the US, you could work up to 45 hours per week. Of course, you'll find all this information on our website. Question number 4. How much does an au pair get paid? So you can find this same information in the table on our website. Let's say that an average au pair receives 300 euros per month, but depending on the country that you are working in. In France, for example, an au pair will receive 320 euros per month, whereas in Belgium, 450. Now, it's important to remember that this is not a real salary and should only be considered as pocket money in addition to the accommodation and the food provided already. Question number 5. Did I ever feel homesick? Now, people ask me this question all the time, and I feel like I should say yes, but I don't really feel homesick. This is just because I've travelled solid for the past 4 years and I haven't really lived at home since I was 18 years old. All of my family are so used to me calling them up and telling them which country I'm going to next. So it's just another day in the life for them and for myself. But we are so lucky that we live in this day and age where we can just call our family members with a flick of a button and not have to write letters all the time. But in some cases I do still enjoy writing letters. I think it does add a nice little touch and something that you can keep hold of forever. Personally, something I feel is really important to remember about homesickness is that home is wherever we make it. We are given a home with all the basic necessities from a host family, including food, water, warmth and shelter. And with all of this, we are able to thrive and make new friends and build new relationships. So you just have to remind yourself everything that you're sacrificing in exchange for this new life. But of course, it's going to be hard at times, and there are going to be days that are harder than others. So it's important to reserve a little bit of time just to have that weekly or fortnightly catch up with your loved ones. Long story short, luckily I have never really felt homesick. Number 6. Now, I love this question. It's, can I bring my cat with me on my au pair stay? I wish I could bring my cat, but unfortunately no pets are allowed. You will be moving abroad and living with a host family, so to bring your cat and change countries and bring it into someone else's house would be very hard. However, a lot of host families do have pets themselves and may ask you to feed them and look after them for extra pocket money. Question number 7. Did you ever have a rematch? When I first started searching for a host family, right before I had any au pair experience, I didn't quite know what to look out for and I didn't really know what I wanted from the experience. So I did have contact with a few families before I did find the first family that I did go out to stay with. So I had various families from all different countries and they were all for different lengths of time. The first host family that I had a rematch with was because the time frame didn't suit my needs. They wanted me for 1 year and I only wanted to stay for a shorter amount of time of 6 months. Needs didn't match up to each other, unfortunately. But it was pretty easy just to decline the offer and move on to a new family, which I did suit better to. Homesick.com is not a full service agency, but if you do need to change families, you can easily get in contact with us, tell us your situation, and we will help you out the best we can based on your situation. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. The second part of the Q&A will be up soon, but in the meantime, you can leave your questions in the comments. See you in the next video.